Hey everyone, I'm Ryan, and I'm here to teach you how to play Riot's new board game, Tellstones King's Gambit. Tellstones is a competitive game of bluffing and memory for 2 or 4 players. Players take turns taking one of 6 actions until either someone wins by reaching 3 points, or a player resolves a boast, for better or worse. To play Tellstones, you'll need the 7 stones, a playmat, 2 score counters, and 2 player reference cards. First, place the playmat between both players. Put a random stone face up in the center of the playmat. This is called the line, and it's where the gameplay happens. Next, put the remaining stones face up where both players can reach them. This is called the pool. Then, place 1 score marker next to each score track, and give each player a player reference card. Finally, randomly determine the first player. There are 6 actions in Tellstones. For many of them, you will tell your opponent what to do. The first action is place. Indicate which stone in the pool you want your opponent to add to one of the ends of the line and which side. Your opponent must place the selected stone in the selected location. The second action is hide. Indicate which stone on the line you want your opponent to flip from face up to face down, and your opponent will flip it. A face down stone is considered hidden. The third action is swap. Indicate 2 stones on the line, and your opponent must swap their positions. If a stone was face up before the swap, it stays face up after the swap. The same is true if the stone was hidden. The fourth action is challenge. Choose one of the hidden stones. Your opponent must guess the symbol on that hidden stone. The stone is then flipped face up to reveal the symbol. If your opponent correctly guessed the symbol on the stone, they score a point. If they were wrong, you score a point. The stone remains face up until it's hidden again with the hide action. The fifth action is peek. You privately look at one of the hidden stones and return it to the same place on the line. However, if your opponent scored a point during your last turn or during their last turn, you can peek it up to 3 stones instead. The sixth action is boast. When you boast, tell your opponent that you know the entire line. They now have 3 choices. First, they can say, "I believe you." If they do, you score 1 point and play continues as normal. Second, they can say, "Prove it." Now, you have to correctly name every hidden stone in the line one at a time in any order, revealing them as you go. If you get them all right, you immediately win the game. If you get even one wrong, your opponent wins. Either way, game over. Finally, they can steal the boast by saying they know all the stones too. Now, you have to choose between the 2 options I just laid out. You can either give them a point, or let them name every stone with the same stakes. They win if they get every stone right, and they lose if they get even one wrong. Your player reference card lists the 6 actions and the 7 stones in case you forget. It also has your boast options on the back. You can also play Tellstones with 4 players. In this variant, teammates sit diagonally across from one another so as to have an opponent sitting next to them. Setup is the same, and play proceeds clockwise. Since this is a joint effort, teammates may talk to one another at any time. However, they must always speak openly so everyone at the table can hear. Some actions are slightly altered in this variant. When you instruct the opposing team to place, swap, or hide, the opponent to your left will carry out the action. Challenges and boasts now target a team, but the opponent on the player's left will ultimately decide how their team will respond. During a peek action, a player may let their teammate look at a stone. And if an opponent just scored a point, the player and their teammate may look at up to 3 stones between them. Boasts are completed by teammates taking turns naming hidden stones. Whoever initiated or stole the boast goes first. That's it. You're now ready to play Tellstones. Good luck and have fun.